Well, my name's Ryan, and I grew up my whole life. I was baptized Catholic, confirmed Catholic, and church was something we did, not necessarily something that I knew why we did. I watched my parents struggle, and we never knew to turn to the Lord for that. It's gonna get me pretty emotional. And I lived most of my life like that with him in the background. And 2018, sorry kids, but I got in a divorce, and found myself by myself, and cancer diagnosis in front of me, goes away, comes back. I'm still not praying, but God saved me, and there was a moment in a big storm that I was in my work car, and I had gotten frustrated and upset going to church one morning. Didn't even get to go in the building. I had a hissy fit, I guess you would say, and broke my fishing poles in the parking lot, and I ended up in a random parking lot in a thunderstorm. And I got out, and at that point I gave myself to God, and I said, if you want me to walk, I'll walk with you. But still it was pretty conditional. I just knew I wanted him, and moved out to Idaho about 5 years ago, and engaged, had more struggle, was looking for love. I wasn't ready for love, maybe didn't love myself the way God wanted me to love myself. And I just started praying. I have a cross that's been above my door that's generational. It's been in my family for like 90 years plus. And the more I started to talk and the more I started to pray, boy, was he answering all these things. He was putting pastors in front of me. Ryan, you should read this book, Growing Your Relationship with God. Another pastor's wife and husband, I'm a salesman, so I was in their house doing something random, and it's like, you want to know how to navigate life, you got to know your Bible. And I was tired of being conditioned. I wanted to walk proud in my faith for these two. I wanted to show them that God's with them at 8, 9, and you don't have to wait till 42 to find him. And now I pray every day. I read my Bible. I know how to navigate through life. I'm still learning so much of it. But he's the most present he's ever been in my life. And I know that's because I chose to walk with him wholeheartedly and not conditionally anymore. So oddly enough, the only reason I found out about ECC is I came out here and I was praying for a church, and a guy from work just kept bugging me to come to ECC, and I kept blowing him off. And then I was like, wait a minute, you're answering a prayer and I'm blocking it again, like I always do. So I started coming to church, and it's been the best part of my life. And I have one friend out here in 5 years, and it's Alex. And it's who God chose me to be with, right? And he was the person who helped baptize me tonight. And then it was change of job. God's putting me in a new house with these kids. The baptism came up. And now I'm here. And it's been a long road. And I want them to know that this exists every day. And I just am proud of my friend. I'm proud of myself. And I'm happy to be here.